Hi everyone, so welcome to this tutorial on Foraminifera and Nanofossil sample preparation. In this video, we will walk through every stage of the preparation process, from preparing the equipment and materials, processing the sediment sample, and finally, drying the residues in the oven. This procedure ensures that microfossils are extracted efficiently and preserved in good condition for further analysis. The tools and materials required for preparing foraminifera and nanofossil samples each plays an important role. Mortar and pestle are used for gentle crushing, sieves are used for size separation, and the oven is used for drying the final residues without damaging the fossils. The rock sample that is going to be used for the analysis would be first dried so that it removes moisture and helps the rock disaggregate more easily during the crushing and soaking process. Once the rock sample is dry, we gently crush the sample with a mortar and pestle. For foraminifera, the goal is to break the rock into smaller grains, but not into fine powder, because overcrushing can destroy the microfossils. Some important points we have to see here is that we have to apply gentle pressure only, and we have to stop crushing once grains separate easily, and we also have to avoid producing dust like powder. The next step would be the sieving process. This step removes large grains and eliminates bigger particles that are not useful for microfossil analysis. The function for the sieving process here is to ensure proper grain size for processing. The important point here is to position the paper properly before pouring to avoid spillage, and we always have to wash the sieve after use to prevent contamination between the samples. Next, we weight the sieve samples using a digital scale. Typically, samples used in this process weighs around 80 grams. Weighing guarantees that each sample is processed with the same amount for standardized comparisons. In the next step here, the sample is soaked in a detergent solution. The sample is shaken morning and evening, and it is soaked for 3 days. This breaks down clay and mud attachments, helping the sediment disaggregate. The function here is that clay and natural cementation breaks down more easily. Important points is always keeping the sample submerged, and mild detergent helps to preserve foraminifera tests. We also need to cover the container to prevent contamination, and do not let the sample dry during soaking. Step is wet sieving and transferring residues. So first, we need to arrange our sieves from coarse to fine and wash the sample until the water runs completely clean. The function here is to separate clean fractions based on the size, washes out fine clay and mud, and retains fossil-bearing grains for analysis. The important point is that this step helps remove carbonate-rich residues that cloud the sample. When cleaning the mesh, we wash it gently and use a brush for stubborn grains stuck on the sieve mesh.
Ada linknya juga kan Mbak, itu buat itu video dokumentasi. Ntar video dokumentasi ntar.
Moving on to the next step, which is the wet residues are oven dried at 75 to 80 degrees Celsius for up to 4 hours or until completely dry. Drying prepares the sample for further analysis. The function in this step is that it removes water, hardens grains for easier picking, and prevents clumping. In here, we spread the residues thinly to speed drying and avoid mixing trays to prevent cross-contamination. In the next step, sieves are treated with methyl blue for 1 minute, then rinsed thoroughly. This dye treatment helps check for cleanliness and prevents mold growth. The function of this step here is that it ensures sieves are clean and free of organic residue, and it prevents microbial contamination. Important points is that do not over-soak and avoid dripping water everywhere during rinsing. In this step, set the sieve gently over a basin to dry evenly and ensure sieves are fully dry before the next use. And finally, the final step is cleaning and returning the equipment. We wash all tools and return them to their storage areas. The function in this step is that it prevents contamination for future users and ensures tools remain in good condition. In this step, never leave residues in sinks or equipment. Store sieves and tools in dry, dust-free locations. And that completes the fossil preparation workflow. By following all the steps from crushing, sieving, weighing, soaking, wet sieving, drying, dye treatment, and equipment cleaning, we ensure clean, high-quality samples ready for microfossil analysis. Thank you for watching.